Alright, this first one wasn't too complicated. It was a shot across the crease. I simply followed it, although the shot never came by. My defenseman took care of it. This play I find a little bit questionable, because as you'll notice, the player who is on his own, coming in, the tall gentleman, dives and pushes me quite far out of my crease, but the ref never calls anything. And then the time it takes me to get back into position, he was able to put one in. So, you guys be the judge. This here is our first goal, tying it up 1-1. So this comes down basically as a 3-on-1. We get one defenseman who comes back far enough and pushes the shooter too far out. But then the next shot comes in and it's a really nice tip. And so there's really not much I can do on that. On this one we get another attack. Guy shoots high and wide. And then another cut across the crease, which I just deflect over to the side. I actually got really mad with myself on this play because I followed the shooter very well at the beginning all the way down to the post, and then I kept moving to my left while I should have stayed square, and it was a flopper right to the blocker side. Okay, so this is a bit of a long sequence. My defense actually did a pretty good job pushing the guys towards the outside and forcing them to take awkward angle shots, but they missed the clearing of the zone, and so that started putting pressure on us while we were having a change. And then this shot happens from the top of the circle, but it's a little bit wide. And then they go in for another tip, which this time I read and actually got a piece of on the glove, and so it doesn't go in. And then we finally get the puck and break out of our zone. This is our second goal, making it 3-2 for them. Now this was a bit of a scramble, because as you can see, the ref on the left is going to call a delayed penalty. And I see this, but I know that it's on us, so I don't move. And then my bench starts calling me, so I figured I was wrong. And when I see that their player gets the puck, the ref doesn't call anything, I run back to my net and try to scramble for a save. And then look over at my bench and I'm like, what the hell were you guys saying? Why were you calling me to the bench? Okay, so this is another long one. I kept it here because they looked threatening the entire time. See, that was the first shot blocked my defenseman. And then it's just a question of me following until the red team finally decides to take a shot from my right side, which I glove without too much of a problem. I have to commend my team for the good work they did this week on defense. Here, right off the face-off, there's a shot, not very hard, but right to the net. And then there's a rebound right in front, which I was also able to get. And then we clear the zone, and it's the end of this period. Now I feel like a bit of an idiot because in the second period I did not adjust the angle on my camera, and so you really don't see the plays coming in. You're only going to see some of the saves, like that glove save. Our third goal to tie it up 3-3. Our fourth goal to take the lead. This play comes in and it's awkward all over because the shot never actually comes, and then the puck makes its way into the front of the net where people stumble across it, push it with their feet, and I see it at the last second to push it out with my toe. And then the ref loses it and calls the end of the play for some reason. This was our fifth goal, securing our win. Here we've got another long play. It takes a while for the shot to actually come in. I actually end up watching the play happen for a while before I actually need to get into position to make the save. And then when the shot is taken, it's another flopper that I managed to get a leg on, and then the rebound as well, since it was still bouncing. end of the second period, and we are currently leading 5-3. In third, I adjusted the camera angle. And this is a bit of a breakaway, and I made the first save, the first rebound, and my defenseman took care of clearing it after that, which I thanked him for. And then this shot came from the back of the net, but it popped up, so I decided to grab it just to stop any kind of threat. This team had a lot of shooting opportunities, but they never really had a threatening shot come in. A lot of them were floppers, and that's why I feel a little stupid for letting 2 of those bad goals in. But even on this play, as you can see, it was a flopper that just came to my toe. And this here is what is going to become their 4th and final goal. Another flopper coming in from the right, and I didn't get down into a proper VH. I still have trouble on that side. And so it just popped right in. There was in the end a penalty shot that I ended up making a relatively easy save on. Unfortunately, the camera ran out of juice, so it did not catch our 6th and 7th goals and that breakaway shot.